Well, hi everyone. Today I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different. So we are going to trade the garage and the lab coat for the kitchen and an apron. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to I'm Bored, Let's Make Stuff. On this third episode of I'm Bored, Let's Make Stuff. As you can see, I have traded my usual lab coat for an apron. Today we're going to do some cooking with kids, episode 3, cooking with kids. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Evelyn.
Who are you to me?
I'm his daughter.
Yes, my youngest daughter. One of the coolest people I know. Boom.
Thank you, Dad.
What are we going to make today?
We're going to make some Snickerdoodle bars.
What are Snickerdoodle bars? Are they kind of like Snickerdoodle cookies?
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
not in cookie form?
Yeah, they're in doodle bars.
In doodle bar form? Doodle bar form? Okay, so, I love it. The cookbook that we are cooking today, we can see over here, this is a cookbook called Super Simple Baking for Kids. I believe that's what it says, yes.
Yes.
Super Simple Baking for Kids. Learn to bake with over 55 easy recipes for cookies, muffins, cupcakes, and more. More would be including Snickerdoodle bars. This is a fantastic recipe book. It has
Rainbow
tons and tons. Rainbow sprinkle whoopie pies. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Snickerdoodle bars do sound good. In fact, they look
There's chocolate
delicious.
Chips. No, that's the chocolate chip.
This, I know.
Oh.
This recipe literally has 8 steps.
Yep.
8 steps. So even if you've never really cooked before, I'm thinking we're going to be able to tear this thing up, right? Okay.
Way too much.
So let's get our clean workspace, get this stuff out of the way. What's the first thing that it wants us to do?
Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit.
To 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, we've already done that. We got our oven right back here. It's going to town, and I actually think it's already up to temperature. It is. So whenever it's time for us, we can just stick that in there. Yep. What's the next step? What does it say?
Line the baking pan with enough parchment paper so the edges reach over the sides of the pan. You'll pull up on the paper to remove the bars from the pan when you're done baking.
So, what it should have is parchment paper. Is this really cool paper that they can use when you cook because it's heat resistant. If I just put like a piece of paper, in the oven
it would
at 350 degrees, it would catch on fire. But parchment paper is heat resistant, so it doesn't catch on fire. And so what they want you to do is they want you to take your pan and put down the parchment paper down the bottom, but have the edges long enough that they come up and over on all 4 sides.
Okay.
But we don't have parchment paper. So instead, we're going to do something, because we totally have a workaround. In fact, not a lot of people have parchment paper. So if you're like us and you don't have parchment paper, or you run out of parchment paper, or you just don't quite have enough parchment paper, don't use regular paper. Don't try and use tinfoil. Don't try and do any of that stuff. Instead, we're going to grease and flour our pan.
Yep.
To grease and flour our pan, we're going to need more butter. We're going to need, we're almost at paper towels. We'll need a paper towel.
A paper towel.
And we're going to use some of our flour too. So we'll take our paper towel, we get the little tiny ones like this. Fold it in half. Boom. Fold it in half again. Boom. We'll get some butter out. And you can just take your paper towel and dip it in there, but my wife would yell at me. Mommy would not enjoy that. So instead we're going to take just a spoon, I don't know, about that much. Look.
Ew.
And then we're going to take our paper towel. Can they see? Come sit over here.
I think so.
Come sit over here. We're going to take our paper towel and we're just going to spread this. Oh, hi, babe.
Hi, babe. Spread that all around the pan.
Spread that all around the pan.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you do it, because I don't want to touch it.
Why?
So you hold on to it.
It's just butter.
I know. Make sure you get it all in the corners too. Especially in the corners. The corners are where it always sticks. All stuff always sticks in the corners. Over there too. That corner.
But I've been getting that.
Okay. Ooh, I've been getting it. Make sure you dig it really good into the corners. And then here's a little bit more. Watch out.
Butter.
Nope,
Ew.
that didn't work. Here, try it off on there.
Whoop.
Okay, and that you have to do the sides too. Anywhere where food is going to touch it. Dog, what are you doing?
Being a dog?
She's trying to eat the floor.
You.
She must be hungry.
Maybe
Okay, you got our sides good?
Nope.
We got that side still too?
Maybe she's trying to be like Grip and lep everything.
Blep.
Lep the floor. Lep the juice of the mealworms.
Oh, gross. You're so gross.
What'd you say?
Tomorrow we're going to make mealworm bars.
Yay.
Oh, no. Ugh. Okay, let me double check real quick.
Okay.
Got our corners nice and good.
How
Got
many
our
is that?
edges nice and good.
There's our butter too there.
Man, you did great.
Thank you.
Okay, this is done. We're going to throw this away.
Ew.
Garbage. And then
Crap.
we're going to take our flour. I'm not going to need very much.
Do we need this spoon anymore?
I don't know. Put it in our big mixing bowl. We might. We don't need very much flour. Maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know. Maybe that much. And we're just going to put it in there. And you just see how it kind of falls around and then it sticks to the butter. So we greased our pan up with butter and now we're going to put the flour down. And then when we add the batter to the pan, it will actually stick to, it's fine. When we pour our batter into the pan, if it sticks to anything, it's going to stick on this really, really thin layer of flour. But when we do it, we got to make sure that we get it all the way up on the edges. And this is part of the reason that we have this towel down here too.
Okay.
I got this part, my hand's already all covered in flour.
Okay.
That way you can touch all the tools.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Really, Dad?
Well, there's gonna be. Okay, see how I got way too much in there now?
Yeah.
So the rest of this is toast. We don't want to leave a whole bunch of extra flour because uncooked flour, just like flour by itself, no, it would not taste good. So I'm gonna take the rest of that. I'm just gonna dump in my sink, a little bit extra. So tap.
That's not a tap.
And a whole bunch of extra flour comes out. So we just look just like that. That looks good. Make sure you're not blocking out camera. Want it there. Okay. So we got that. That's our parchment paper step. Again, the only reason we greased and floured is because we don't have parchment paper. But if you have parchment paper, use parchment paper. Yeah. Okay, what's the next step?
Mix the sugar and wet ingredients.
The wet ingredients. Is flour a wet ingredient?
No.
What do you think they mean by wet ingredients?
The egg
Uh-huh.
and the vanilla extract.
Extract. And anything else?
I don't think so. But first we have to read this part.
Oh, read what it says. You read it nice and loud for us.
In the mixing bowl, cream together the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. About 2 minutes, stop to scrape down the sides of the bowl with a rubber spatula if needed. Add the egg and mix until combined, about 30 seconds. Scrape the sides of the bowl again and add the vanilla. Mix for another 30 seconds.
Okay, so we're going to need our sugar.
That's enough.
And what?
Vanilla extract.
And what's the first thing we're going to mix with our sugar?
The butter and
The
sugar.
Butter.
Butter.
Butter and sugar.
Butter and sugar.
Okay, so let's get our mixing bowl. And you're right, we don't need that little spoon, so that can go in the thing. So our butter got a little melty because we had it there. The better way to do this, what's the best way to do this, you think?
Leave it out.
Yeah, just, if you're going to make these, like make them tomorrow and just tomorrow morning or tonight, just get a little plate, take a thing of butter and just set it on there. You don't have to unwrap it, just set it on there, and then by tomorrow afternoon when you make them, set them here. By tomorrow afternoon when you make them, they'll be nice and soft. Okay, now how much sugar do we need?
It didn't say.
It does say over here.
1 cup.
1 cup. 1 cup of sugar.
Sugar.
Uh-oh, my 1 cup thing doesn't fit. So we're just out of luck?
No.
Oh, what should I do? Can I use a different one of these?
Yeah.
Which one should I use?
The half of a cup.
The half a cup? Well, but I need 1 whole cup, so what should I do?
Use 2 of those.
Oh, just use 2 of these? Because 2 halves make a...
Whole.
2 halves make a whole. Okay, so we'll get a big old scoop, more than we need, and then what do we do with the extra that's all mounted on top?
We
Watch.
would usually use a knife, but we're going to use the plate.
We'll just use the lid.
And go whoop, and make sure
There we
it's
go.
all there.
And then put it in here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're done?
No,
Why?
we actually get 1 more.
Oh, okay, right, because it's a half, and we need a whole. Okay, so we got that, and that's good, and put that in there. And then what should we mix that with? The spatula?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What does the direction say?
Rubber spatula.
No?
Yeah, it does.
What does the direction say? In the mixing bowl,
Oh.
cream together. So that means, ha ha ha, it's power tool time, baby. Yeah, so we're gonna plug that guy in here. Okay, excuse me, madam.
Okay, Father.
Now, when you start off your mixer, do we just go crank it on to full?
No.
No, because then it's gonna go, poof, right? So we'll put it in there and we'll do it nice and low. Is this the part that you should do?
I don't know.
Who should do this part?
You?
The adult?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let the adult do this part, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, here we go. We'll get it nice and creamy. How do I know when to stop? What's it say?
It says, in the mixing bowl, cream together the butter and sugar till light and fluffy.
Light and
Light
fluffy.
and fluffy.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so you're scraping the sides. What's our next step? I think I just read it, didn't I?
Add flour.
Oh, the flour. How much flour?
1 cup.
1 cup. Okay. Ooh, this is a big old mouth thing, huh?
What?
It's got a big hole, so I can use the 1 cup thing.
Huh?
Okay.
Can I do that?
Alright, well you can dump it in, but it might be a little hard for you to reach.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and then I'll scrape off the extra, because we definitely don't want extra flour.
You.
Extra flour is an ew. Okay, that's you. So just kind of... That works. I guess just dump it on there. Boom. You see that little lump right there?
That's always fun.
Let's get that guy in there.
Bloop.
That's for you. Yep.
What?
Oh! Oh! Oh, I licked the thing. My finger. Oh, not good.
What? Did you get vanilla extract?
Mm-hmm.
Ew. You're disgusting.
Oh, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, man. And I never will. Or to use that guy. Oh, that was not tasty.
Wait, I need to scrape
Okay,
that
I got you.
up.
Wow.
Please
not
don't
do
delete
that.
that part.
Wow. Take that.
Okay.
Okay, mix on low. What do you think would happen if we mix it on high? Poof.
So weird.
Okay, what do we do next? Add the flour. We did that. What's step number 4?
Prepare the base.
Prepare the base.
Spread
Read
the dough
it.
into the parchment-lined pan. Use your fingers. Press the dough evenly into the bottom of the pan.
Okay, but our pan is not parchment lined, is it?
No, it's
What is it?
flour lined.
Flour lined. Okay, here we go. So we'll hold this up. Get that pan all ready. Here, let me take this real quick. You get that pan. Get the towel ready to go. I don't want to scrape all the dough
Jump the stuff.
into one thing.
Dad,
What?
I fell for it too.
What?
I licked the vanilla extract.
Oh,
but
it's
then
not good, is it?
No, I wiped it off onto my apron.
And then I'm gonna blonk.
No, and then we have to push it out with our fingers.
I'm not doing that part.
I'm doing that part.
You think I'm touching this stuff?
Yeah, you are.
Nope.
You already licked it.
That was a bad choice. Okay, so take your finger. Oh, I did touch it. Take your finger and wipe that off of there.
Okay,
Actually, here, let's do.
that first.
Oh, see, you see how it's not sticking to the pan? it's just trying to move around like that. Okay, wipe that off so it's on your finger. Boink. Do it quick. There you go.
Ew.
That side. A little bit up there. Okay, and get a really good scrape on this side because you got a bunch up there.
It's like a diamond one.
Okay. So now use your just like 2 fingers and just smush, smush, smush. But be careful because it's going to try and, oh, don't do that. Just smush it. Just push it into the corner.
Push.
Here.
Thank you.
We got our small bowl, we got our 1 tablespoon, and then what do we need tablespoons of?
Tablespoons. 2 tablespoons. Remember the sugar.
Granulated sugar. Not Berber Derber sugar.
Berber derber sugar.
Okay, 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
So I'm just going to reach in there. There's 1. We'll just turn it this way when you scoop it. Oh, no. Put out. There you go. Scoop in and turn. Okay, give it a little shake. So, yeah, there you go. That's good. Oh no, we're a little loose. Get some more.
Just dump the whole thing out.
I know, that's okay. Got it? That's good. Dump that in there. 2. And then what else do we need?
1 tablespoon ground cinnamon.
1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Will it fit in there? Nope. Okay, let's get the half tablespoon again.
No, we're just gonna boop boop.
No, let's use the half tablespoon.
Okay.
Burp.
Blup. Need this.
I got it.
Oh.
Will that fit in there? Oh, just barely. Okay, hold on. There, don't breathe it. It's not the cinnamon challenge. And on a side note, don't do that. The cinnamon challenge.
What is it?
Have you ever watched that?
No.
Oh my gosh, it's where people try and swallow a whole tablespoon of cinnamon and then they and they almost die. Okay, what do we got next? We got the mixer. Use your fingers. Oh, you gotta stir it together. Stir it together. 2-finger method? 3-finger method? Just stirring away. So there you go. I'm gonna put this stuff away because we're done with it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Last thing is bake.
No, you got another step.
Add the topping.
Add the topping to where?
Add the topping to the thingy.
How?
I don't
Read the
know.
step. Read the step.
Use your fingers and sprinkle the mixture evenly on top of the base.
What's the base?
Base.
Okay, so
Base.
we'll put this in here, and then use your fingers, and we'll just take it, and we'll just go sprinkle, 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 all over.
Sprinkling, sprinkling, sprinkling. And we have to add all of this.
There she is.
The magician! Hi, Mom.
The magic woman herself.
Holy
Here, say
cow!
hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
No, you gotta look at the camera.
Turn my head.
Okay, and that's it. We got some extra. We're not gonna use it.
Hey!
Too much. Okay, so it looks like this.
Yep.
Does that look good? What's the next step? We added the topping. Now we're what?
Bake. Place the pan in the preheated oven and bake for 30 minutes until the dough is set. The edges are light browned and the cinnamon sugar has cracked.
The cinnamon sugar will crack. So it's gonna get hard, like dry mud, and then it's gonna go and crack. That's one of the ways we know how they're done. The other way we know they're done is because we're gonna set a timer, and the timer is gonna go off.
Yeah.
Like it's that easy. Okay, are you putting this in the oven?
No.
No, that's not a safe thing for you to do, right?
Let the adult handle that.
Got it. Oven, whoop, in, whoop. Timer, how long?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, go. Sounds good. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup around here, and we'll be back when?
And 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes, we'll be back.
Bye.
Okay, let's clean. Okay, So we'll take this. We're back. What's happening?
The timer just went off.
Timer's done. Again, this is not your part to do. This is the adult's part to do. Okay, watch out.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Well, it's pulled away like it said. The edges are slightly brown. I think we just put so much cinnamon and sugar on there. What do you want to do?
Take it out.
Take it out?
Take
Okay.
it out. And then we'll put the toothpick to make sure that it's actually.
Okay, I'll get a toothpick.
Now poke it in. Poker. Poker.
Well, what are we doing?
Poke it in the middle.
Yeah, but what are we trying to find out?
If there's wet on it, that means it's not done.
Is it gonna?
But it does smell weird.
Sure doesn't look like there's anything stuck to the toothpick.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry.
I smacked you right in the face. Sorry, kiddo.
With your elbow.
Well, nope, that looks good too. Okay, so what was next? Do you remember?
Cut the bars.
Nope, not yet.
No, let it cool for 10 minutes.
Let it cool for 10 minutes. Tell them, not me.
10 minutes. Let it cool for 10 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. Are we going to be back in 10 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, back in 10 minutes.
We're back with more I'm bored, let's make stuff. And the timer just went off for 10 minutes, so we're going to grab our Snickerdoodle bars and cut them into the right sizes.
Let's do this.
Let the adult handle the cutting.
Okay, so they're hot. So when I touch them, I'm going to be using hot pads, right? And we're back. Oh my gosh, we're back. Okay, here they are, nice and cool, nice and cut to size.
So good.
Yum. Okay, we'll pull these out.
Okay.
Do you want a middle piece or an outside piece? No, you can't have the corner piece. That one's mine.
Can I have that corner piece?
No. That one's your mother's.
Can I have that corner?
That one's mine too. That one's mine too.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. It came out so clean. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Didn't stick at all.
And you can actually hold them. That's good.
You can actually hold them. That's good. So they're not falling apart. Oh. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding. Okay, let's not eat directly over that pan. What do you think? Did you try them? Is it good?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, those are good. Mm. Okay, guys. Well, you're so gross. We're done for the day. This has been epic. Hey, if you guys want to see us do some more cooking out of that cookbook, there's so many good recipes in there. They're all pretty darn simple. I will... You gonna make it? Need some milk? They'd be really good with milk. I hope you guys try these. If you do, send us pictures, send us video, tell us what you think of the recipe, or what you would do different, what you might add next time.
That was really hard to chew.
Until I see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Have fun cooking. Ooh, this tastes so good.
so good. Oh my God.
At the corner of the eye.
You thought I was gonna throw this at your head?
Yeah.
You were right.
Hey!